seconds and counting.
Hey, what's up, guys? Clutch City Entertainment here, back with another video, and we have more breaking news for you guys in the Texans industry as they have made another signing in Dolphins center Michael Deiter. I was not exactly sure at this time what the contract is, but I do anticipate just being about around a 1 or 2 year deal, a very minimal cap space being used for this signing. But it's a big one for the Texans as that is a huge positional need for them at the center position. As you know, Justin Britt was a Texans center to start that season. He played in just one game against the Colts. It was a very rough showing for him. Kind of took like a leave of absence from the team. Then Scott Quessenberry took over as the Texans starting center for pretty much the majority of the Texans season. But it looks like the Texans are still looking to upgrade at that position. And they have a guy in Michael Deiter who is a little intriguing here. He does have experience playing in a West Coast scheme, the presumptive West Coast scheme that we will be seeing with Bobby Slowick coming over from San Francisco, using kind of that Shanahan style of offense. Michael Deiter played for the Dolphins, who this past season was coached by Mike McDaniel. Again, another guy who came from San Francisco and implemented that Shanahan West Coast style scheme. And obviously, I feel like that kind of plays a factor here because Scott Quessenberry didn't play in that scheme most recently, and then you have a guy just coming fresh over from that. I think that's interesting here. Obviously, Michael Deiter is a little bit younger. He's 26 years old. Scott Quessenberry is just about to turn 28 years old. So there's a little bit of an intrigue there. Scott Quessenberry, for example, had a 36.6 PFF grade, and Michael Deiter had a 55 PFF grade. Obviously not the best for both of them, but I do consider Michael Deiter to be an upgrade over Scott Quessenberry, which is something very, very important. You know, not out here saying that Michael Deiter is just going to straight up be the Texans starting center. It could be Michael Deiter. It could be Scott Quessenberry. It could be another free agent. It could be a rookie of the Texans draft. But personally, I do feel that Michael Deiter is an upgrade over Scott Quessenberry. I think he's an upgrade as a run blocking center. I believe he's got upside in the passing game. As Scott Quessenberry, he allowed 7 sacks in the passing game. That's not good whatsoever. Michael Deiter has over 20 career starts. He didn't play as much this past year for the Dolphins, but he does have experience. He's relatively young at 26 years old. And I think there's a lot to like about him here and just a lot of potential that can be kind of untapped. He's a run blocking center. He can be utilized in this West Coast scheme. So obviously right now, he's not necessarily a starter. Texans could still make moves here. But what we do know is that they have signed Michael Deiter, and they are at least adding to that center room. They're trying to find that guy because they know that Scott Quessenberry isn't the guy at center. They know that. They understand that. I'm glad they understand that and recognize that because you have to be able to try to just upgrade the team as much as possible. You can't be lazy when it comes to filling positions like center because maybe it's too difficult. Maybe you don't think the free agent class is that good. Maybe it's too expensive. But at least they went out there, addressed the position in some form or fashion. Obviously, there was other guys who would like them to address. I liked Ethan Pochich. I liked Bozeman. Those guys both re-signed with their teams. I think McGovern is still out there. He played for the Jets, but which they very well could still, they could sign him. That's very true there. They could also draft a guy, like I said. But they did address the position here with Michael Deiter. So that's going to be it for today's video. Let us know down below your thoughts on the signing of Michael Deiter and turn post notifications on as we will be keeping you guys updated on every signing and any move, every draft news for the Houston Texans and all of Houston sports. And we'll see you all next time. Peace.